Hello, everyone, and I am Wayne Holloway, and I welcome you to this edition of Panthers Corner, brought to you by Blow the Whistle Sports. Another week in the books, and an atrocity just happened. We went down to San Francisco to meet up with the 49ers and got our butts handed to us and sent back home packing. Now, our defense did everything possible to put us in a winning position. Our defense played their butts off and did not get rewarded. Now, I know my Panther brethren out there because I'm talking to you guys in all the forums, from Roaring Riot to Cali Cat Pack to Angel City Riot to Panther Nation to Panther this, Panther that, and everybody's in the uproar. I want everybody to understand that you're not alone. We right there with you. We see things a little different at times, and I just want people to know that I am not defending Bryce Young's bad play, but nor am I ignoring the bad play of the rest of the team. I'm not ignoring our coach who called a brilliant game against the Falcons, and he gets in the game with the 49ers, and he acts like he doesn't remember any of those plays. He did variations that were not becoming of our offense. Bryce Young was struggling with confidence, and this game has been a setback. I know a lot of you guys don't even like Bryce Young. I'm not there yet. And the reason why I'm not there yet is because I don't think the organization is getting rid of Bryce Young. There's no reason for us to have a tiff or argue about a person that we're not getting rid of. You can be angry like I'm angry, but let's be proactive and productive about what we really can dream for and wish for. And I believe the first thing is an offensive coordinator. An offensive coordinator. That's something that we can change now because coach, offensive coordinator Canales, he's dropping the ball, in my opinion. But let me talk to my man out here, Derek Oriee. That's all the way back from San Francisco. Derek Oriee, how are you doing, sir?
Well, living the dream, but
Mm,
it's been a rough
I
week.
know it was special being in those stands.
Yeah, you know what? They were all right this year. Wasn't like when they beat us on Cam's last season. Uh,
Wow.
I
Okay.
couldn't wait to get out of that stadium, but I stuck it through because I don't feel like they knew they didn't give them Wampin.
Yeah.
We were just we were victims of circumstance.
They knew that they got away.
Yeah,
They got away royally. Um, my first question to you is what went wrong in that game in your own opinion?
play calling, straight up play calling. We went away from the run. Chuba touched the ball 3 times. Dwaddle touched the ball 6 times. We had
Yeah.
11 runs with the 3 scrambles from Bryce the whole game. 11,
Yes.
12 runs. That was it.
My
And
biggest mistake in the game was first and goal on the goal line. Our QB has been struggling. He had one good game the week before. First and goal on the goal line. And Coach Canales, offensive coordinator Canales, calls a pass play. Now, true indeed, I'm not overlooking Bryce not having the heads up to just run the ball in when it was wide open. You have a blocker in front of
yep,
you.
yep,
You could have just walked that in. He could have literally walked that ball in. That was
yep,
a judgment error. But that's an error that the coach didn't even have to he didn't even have to go there. That's a third down call, if anything, right?
yep.
I mean, I can kind of understand, but I can't let it go. I can't let it go. What did you think about that?
Well, like you said, complete judgment error. I mean, I was sitting right there in the stands,
Mm.
throws up right there in the end zone, watched the whole thing develop. When I saw him roll around, I stood up and yelled, "Run!" Top of my
Oh
lungs,
man.
and he threw that ball, and I saw him roll around. He rolled around right to my side of the end zone. I saw it wide open. I just
Wow.
stood up, run. Yeah, the blocker to take out the spy, and he threw up a lob. He didn't.
That
He
was
didn't. He didn't
heartbreaking.
fire. He didn't even fire it in there. He just threw up a lob, and I was like,
That was
Ugh.
heartbreaking. That was even almost as worse as that game where we played and we got that gift where we kicked the ball, they blocked it, and we got the ball back, and we were in the
Mm,
in the red zone, and we didn't score any points.
no,
That that was just as heartbreaking as that. Rico Hubbard 9 touches the whole game. Um, you guys got to forgive me. I'm I'm really pissed, as I know all of you are. But Derek, are you done with Bryce Young?
no, but you know what? I feel like in the off season they're going to bring in some competition for him.
Right, right.
I think they're bringing he's got to prove his worth. You know,
Totally understand it.
you know, show that he can be consistent. You know, just I mean, we could fight to go to the playoffs, and just have him come out to have one of his inconsistent games. It's what was it all worth? You know.
Yeah, I'm not mad
Yeah.
at the
So
competition. I think that's healthy,
yeah, yeah,
but I don't
yeah,
believe that we're going in that direction. Um, we've won enough games for him to have his put up or shut up year, which is next season, fourth season,
yeah,
right before we can call for the option or right before we can give him some money. We've already invested. My thing is for our Panther brethren out there to be, as I say, there's nothing to argue about. We're not getting rid of Bryce Young. I understand the
yeah,
frustration. Derek, I'm pretty sure you're frustrated with Bryce at times too, just like me.
yeah,
But that is he has the weight of the world on his shoulders. That's not an excuse. That's just what's going on. We have a chance yet to still make the playoffs, still be a seed in the playoffs. We can win our division. We have to stay together as a community, and all the little bickering about nonsense. There's no even a reason to be talking about getting rid of a quarterback right now when they're not going to do it. They put
yeah,
Andy Dalton in. He broke his finger. I don't think he's going to get put in the game right now. So that's that. That's that. We can talk about maybe this, maybe a trade in the off season. There's enough time for that. But right now, I just need us to be together. Like, what is the point of us talking about what ifs right now when we're still competing? We're tied with Tampa Bay, or as they
yeah,
say, we're a half game back, but we haven't played
yeah,
Tampa Bay yet.
yeah.
And Baker Mayfield is hurt. What I need to ask you now, Derek, next question is, how do you feel about our coach? I know what you said about Bryce, but how do you feel about our coach?
Uh, I feel that he's gonna. I don't know. As inconsistent as Bryce is with his play, he just is as inconsistent with his coaching or with his play calling.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I don't get out. I don't know if he's trying to be too cute. You know, come out with a whole new stream that the next game because he's thinking San Francisco's going to shut down by watching film. I'll go out and play the same game. If they shut it down, then start making your adjustments. But
True.
why change something that's not that's been working?
And,
Because you're thinking they're watching film.
yeah, but even them watching film, we have a whole nother run game that you can switch to and go and stay away from the sheet. Go back to the running game
Yep,
that you had with Rico and Hubbard. Just mix them in
yep,
better. After
yep.
Rico got a 17-yard gain, he got sent on the bench like he did something wrong. We went from overusing Rico to underusing both our running backs. Derek. I, the coach, I believe he's doing much, which brings me to my next question. Should the coach be our offensive coordinator or just our coach?
I think he should give our actual offensive coordinator opportunity to call plays.
Yes,
Um,
please.
our actual offensive coordinator is sitting up in the booth, and he can see the whole field and see what's going on. I mean, he can relay it down to him, but it doesn't mean, you know, coach is going to be coach and he's going to call what he wants. Um, maybe he should just be the maestro and and
It doesn't look like there's any
conduct his orchestra and
right.
let the offensive coordinator be the offensive coordinator.
It doesn't look like there's any conversation going on. It looks like this is one man's brainchild, and it's not. Me and you are true hardcore fans of the Carolina Panthers, and they're supposed to be the professionals. If our coach slash offensive coordinator and anybody that's putting any type of bug in his ear couldn't see that Bryce Young has been jittery at best, and he's lacking confidence, but it's getting better, to put him in situations to stroke his ego until we need to put him in a situation to where he's more comfortable because things are clicking and things are running smoothly. Shouldn't they see that before us? It seems very visible to me on camera that Rico or Hubbard, either one, you could have gave that ball and got the touchdown and put us ahead. Gave us a leg up. What was the feel in that 49er stadium after those interceptions? At least let's talk about some good stuff going on.
Receptions, it got quiet in
Oh
that
yeah.
place. That place, I mean, since the Levi Stadium has opened, that's the quietest I've heard that place. So that's my third time. That's my third time. That's my third time there. So man, it
Mm,
got quiet, and
mm,
it just and I think that's why there wasn't a whole lot of chatter in the stands. Not like when they beat the brakes off of us when Cam's last season. Um,
yeah,
um,
they took it to us then.
this I mean, yeah, yeah. So um,
What I will say, if you're wondering why I have a Washington Commanders beanie on, is because of that loss to the 49ers. I lost a bet, and yes, I have to wear this for a week until we get on the field next Sunday. I have to wear this beanie. Now, anybody that knows me, I've been getting the business from everybody, but you guys, I just had to let you know. I had to put that in there. I see Derek didn't ask any questions. He was just looking at me all weird, and I just wanted to put it out there. Just wanted to put it out there. Um, what do you think? Um, well, not what do you think? We're getting ready to play the Los Angeles Rams. In my opinion, the best team in the NFC right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. Puka is out there balling out of control, and so is Devontae Adams. Matthew Stafford has never looked better. Um, I want you to tell me what do you think we need to do in the game, and after you, then I'm gonna tell you my keys to us doing something. Take your time, ain't no rush, but just let me know what do you think is our keys to winning this game against the Los Angeles Rams.
It's going to have to be our defensive line this week. We're losing Horn. That's whew, that's going to hurt a lot.
Big time.
Hopefully, a miracle happens and he's able to play on Sunday. Then on top of that, our offense got to step up. The defense can't do it alone on this game.
Not at all, especially if Horn's not playing.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
hopefully it turns into a shootout.
I disagree right there. The only reason I disagree is our defense is decent, but us and offensively right now are, with the pressure that's on our QB, with the pressure, I guess, that's on our offensive coordinator / coach, we need to be methodical. I've been saying this since the beginning. We have Hubbard and Dotto. We have Rico and Suave. We have Thunder and Lightning. Can we finally get down to business and run the ball methodically down the field? Use Bryce Young just for dinks and dunks until we soften that Rams defense up. Our keys need to be keep Matthew Stafford on the sideline watching the game. The Carolina Panthers, we need to control every quarter and minimize Matthew Stafford even touching the ball. If we can do if we can play old school football and run the block, run the clock, we can win the game that way. It's the only way we can win the game. By giving our defense such a rest each time they're on the bench that when they get out there, they're so full of energy. And like I said, Matthew Stafford touches the ball less as possible. So as to say that, Derek, our defense needs to step up, but our offense needs to be stout, and our play calling needs to be right. Please, Coach Canales, go back to the plays from the Atlanta game. Please, whatever plays you had for the Frisco game in offense, especially in passing. This is the last thing I wanted to say was I challenge any Carolina fan. I'm gonna have a day. I'm gonna post it. That let's go back and watch the game, and I want people to tell me all these plays that Bryce Young messed up on, where somebody was open. It's real easy. We don't have to watch the defensive side of the game. Let's just watch the offensive plays and all this stuff I'm hearing in the comments. Let's just go over it and I want to see where Bryce Young messed up, because I see a lot of plays when they get called and they don't develop, where he's standing back there looking like a statue. And people are like, why does he throw the ball when there's no one open? The difference in the Falcon game is Coach Canales put tight end running back so he can go right or left and pass the ball. And if the stuff develops down the field, then he can toss the ball. The difference in the 49er game was he was sending wide receivers out with no bailout. There was nobody to throw it to. And then when he did give him somebody to throw it to, they drop the ball. Real easy. But Derek, are you going to be at the Donnie Brewing Company?
Donna's birthday, so we'll be out there.
Okay. So I said happy birthday. I don't think I will feel right with pulling up having to wear this hat, because I got to wear it all the way to next Wednesday. I will wait till this hat free where I can wear my own our club stuff.
Just wear it backwards. You didn't say you had to wear it forward. Wear it backwards.
You know what? I didn't even think that. But I'm gonna honor the bet. He lost the bet first, and he had to wear a Carolina hat all week. and I didn't see him hit with his on backwards. So I'm gonna be right, even though that sounded good. That sounded good, but I'm gonna be if I don't make it, I'll be there with y'all in spirit. And let's get these Rams. Let's at least show up. Let's at least show people that we can play football. I would love to beat the Rams. Derek, thank you for talking with me. Thank you for giving us this time so we can go over this. Keep pounding, sir.
Keep pounding.